This video is brought to you by Miniature Market. Thousands of board games, miniatures, and paints, discount prices at miniaturemarket.com.
Hey everybody, it's your old pal Rob. Now today I'm going to tell you a little bit of a story here with this fantastic game. Back during COVID, I was looking for different print and play games for people to do that were trapped in the house, and I came across Dungeoneers, a fantastic, tremendous game by Michael Lunenstad, and forgive me if I butcher your name because I butcher everybody's name. He decided to take it because of the popularity, and I like to think that our video talking about it helped it along a bit and got it into a lot of people's hands so they can discover this game, which was just a print and play game, but ultimately his dream was to take this game, put it on Kickstarter, and make it a box set. Well, about a year later, he had decided to do such, and asked if I would do a video. Unfortunately, I was hospitalized for most of the time with COVID, and there was no way that I would be able to get it in, do it. Forgive the noise, they're doing our roof, but be able to do it and then be able to send it out to someone else. I just couldn't do it, and I apologized. It's one of those things that's bothered me to this day because we've always been in contact with each other, and he's done a fantastic job. It funded, a lot of people were excited about it and covered it, and here it is in my hands today. League of Dungeoneers. This is not small, this is massive. This is bigger than you will ever imagine. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a little unboxing of it. I'm going to do a live play, but not until I have it down 100%. Okay, I've been messing with a few things. I've been watching his videos on it, which have been fantastic. And you're just not going to believe what this game does and how it does it. It does something really special here, and I can't wait to show you all the components and bring this to you live here on Rob's Tabletop World. Let's go down to the table and now I'm just going to go through some things really quickly here of this. This box is massive, and I haven't even figured out how to put everything back into it. You're going to get all kinds of decks of cards, travel events, like the desert and so forth and so on. Your rule book is absolutely gorgeous. It is a hardcover book. It tells you how to create your character, because you're going to be creating a character and putting your own personal spin on it, giving you everything beautifully done. How you're going to build your party morale, how you're going to deal with all the different things that you're going to do, spells and prayers and things like that, different tiles, what they do, how they affect what you're doing, and so forth and so on, and how you're going to go through. There's no miniatures here. These are all standees, and I'm telling you right now, this is just one of those games that there's so much, the standees work. The standees work. The book is beautiful. There's so much going on, and in the back here you're going to start, this will be your quest book 1, and it'll start you off with and give you all the stats that you need for the people that you're going to be running into, random quests you can do, creating your own story in a lot of ways. There's also a massive map of the land that you are going to be going through, and again, I think the best way to tell you is, just trust me that you are going to start in a city and you're going to work your way around this, and you're going to, be exploring different dungeons and so forth and so on. A ton, and I do mean a ton. And I'm just going to pull out one sheet I haven't popped open yet. Just to I want you to just see how many different standees there are. Demons, dragons,
orcs, creatures, spiders, heroes, everything that you can, wizards. And this is just one sheet, and there's a ton of them in here. I mean, a ton. I mean, this is just all the standees. So the variations are just incredible here. More maps for outside battles and stuff like that you're going to go through, desert events and so forth and so on. Then you have your dungeon tiles, where there's just tons and tons of dungeon tiles, and it's unspeakable of how many dungeon tiles there are, and each one has something different. A neoprene map, okay, which is absolutely beautiful, okay. Which is basically of the other map that I just showed you. Tokens galore. Comes with a ton of covers so to protect your cards. How important is that? All your standees, all your things for your standees, dice you're going to be getting, all kinds of different tokens. Oh, there's nothing better than real money, folks. Nothing better than real money. All right, doors. Tons of those. Good bags, not like Oblivion where you get a paper bag, folks. You get real bags here, folks, and a little dice tray, because you are going to be chucking some dice in this, and I love that aspect of it. Going even farther, I'm not going to show you all the different cards, but we'll pull some of the monster cards out here. Monster magic. Here's a plague demon. Okay, all the stats and everything that you need for that particular creature. Let's pull out another one here. Earth Elemental. I mean, there are more monsters in here than you can imagine, and it's massive. What else was I looking at here? Okay, treasure. Okay, you have fine treasure, you have wonderful treasure. You're going to have all these different types of treasures. There's more treasure than you can ever collect. Okay, and then of course your exploration tiles. When we're talking about dungeons, has that little bit of Warhammer Quest feel to it, where you're going to be able to turn over a thing. Oh, well, you're going to run into the shrine now. The shrine room sometimes feel, and you're going to read all this and go through all kinds of different things. Not only are you going to get that beautiful hardcover book, but you are getting a quick reference compendium, which is going to be able to, for all your alchemy. This game is deeper than anything that you can ever be ready to play around with, and I'm telling you, all the different types of equipment that you're going to be able to have. Okay, so your characters are going to be unique. Okay, each one is going to be different every time as you go. Randomizing squares, settlements. Yes, there are settlements. What happens when opening a door or a chest? You have these beautiful trees that are going to tell you an enemy attack, and working through that, answering all the questions, showing you how things work. Well done, well done. Orcs and goblins. There you go. Some sheets, okay, for your threat levels, so you can keep track of all that kind of stuff. Again, look at these beautiful sheets. Make sure you make copies of these. Don't waste these. I'm going to go make a couple thousand copies of these. Just like the print and play, beautifully done. Very, very, very deep. The Dark Pyramid, which is a whole thing, which I'm not going to open up and ruin. Your bestiary, okay, giving you a breakdown of every beast that you can possibly run into, encounter tables, monster tables. I'm telling you, this reminds me a lot of a certain game from 1995, and I love it. I love it. Companions, okay, the types of companions that you're going to want to have with you, and then the different stats for them and how they can help out your party. And then finally here, Quest Book 2. And this is not small, folks. This is not small. There is a lot going on here. A lot going on in this fantastic thing. And when somebody puts their passion and their heart into something like this, you cannot help but be excited about it the way they show the excitement for something as fantastic as this. I've been waiting for this game. I've been anticipating this game since the first time I did the print and play during COVID, and I'm telling you, I owe Michael a lot and I feel that I'm going to do this game justice, and we are going to cover this extensively. So, folks, strap on your boots. This is not just a lot of talk. I'm telling you, next Wednesday. I don't have a video that goes live on Wednesdays. We are going to be live doing this here on Rob's Tabletop World. 2 hours. You put aside. Get ready. We're going to be doing our first adventure, and you're going to see the magic and the beauty of League of Dungeoneers. Now, for my final thoughts, let's head up top. And this was just fun to show you everything that you get with this fantastic experience. This is just beautiful. Michael, congratulations. You deserve it. Let's head up top and get my final thoughts. All I'm going to say is this was one of the most anticipated games for me this year, just like Oathsworn. This is just something I knew was going to be special. The thing that impresses me so much about this is how, as you're doing a certain scenario, there is a threat level. So as you are going down, the threat level increases. And once it gets to a certain point, you know things are going to hit the fan. And it builds that tension as if you were just really going down a dungeon yourself. The characters, the story, the quests, there's just so much here. And it's done superbly. This is amazing. You know, people may say, hey, you know, why don't you know, it'd be good if it had miniatures. No, my friends. No. These cutouts, these standees, are beautiful. The art on them is exquisite. The book is just, it's just beautiful. And you get the hardcover book with the all-in. Combat, throwing dice, treasures, tons and tons of treasure cards. Tons of everything that you can imagine. Tiles, countryside, neoprene maps. I'm just blown away by this. And if you have the means or you're waiting for this, I'm telling you, you are not going to be disappointed. I loved the print and play and what they've done with this, and have just, you know, as we've gone through some of the stuff here, it's just absolutely beautiful. I mean, what more can you say? They even give you doors, for crying out loud, that you could paint up if you want. That's the only thing that you would have to paint up. This comes ready to go. I'm going to make sure that I got this really down. I want to make sure I have this system down. And I can tell you from the day of this video, I would expect probably next week, that we're going to do our first live playthrough. This is a must, and I am guaranteeing on my grandchildren that we are going to be tackling this very, very quickly, because I am as excited about this as I have been any other game. You want to talk about anticipation for the year 2023? This is a good way to start, folks. League of Dungeoneers. If you have the means to go get it. I will put some links where possibly maybe you can get one of these, or if you are expecting it on your doorstep soon. This is one of those Kickstarters that was done correctly, because, you know, they were always getting a new. You were getting emails almost every other week with updates. And that's the way you do it. You let people know what's going on. And nothing could be more important than that, the communication, things done right. When things went wrong, he told you when it was going to be wrong and how tough things were going to be. Okay? There were some shipping and distribution issues, but guess what? He's done it. He's made this happen. And it's going to be in your living room soon. And I'm telling you, this is a must-have. By any means necessary, make sure you get yourself one of these, because this is beautiful, phenomenal, well done, well thought out by a really, really good person who deserves nothing but good things. Until next time, it's your old pal Rob. We'll see you soon.